I'm totally pro all things bro when it comes to St. Paul.
Wait, how long did you think of that? Welcome to Vox Poi, conversations with people past and present at St. Paul's Catholic Center at the University of Wisconsin, Madison. Welcome, Zach Glass. Happy to have you on Vox Poi.
Thanks.
You are the Focus Team Director, yes?
Correct.
What do they do?
Well, essentially, my job is to lead and direct the Focus missionaries who are sent here to UW Madison. To kind of just guide and direct them in their work of evangelization in the apostolate.
Right on. Mm-hmm. So you've been in Focus for multiple years, yes?
3 years.
Tell us about how you came to join the Fellowship of Catholic University Students.
It's a great story. Well, I was really involved in Nebraska.
The University of
Lincoln. Nebraska, in Lincoln, UNL. Mm-hmm. Missionary picked me up really quick when I was a freshman, got me involved.
And Focus has been in Nebraska like almost from the beginning of Focus.
25 years, I think. I want to say they were the first expansion that Focus did.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they were there for a while, but yeah, I got really involved there. They kind of formed me, raised me in my faith. A lot of the missionaries poured into me. I think the first time I said I want to be a Focus missionary was my freshman year at a Seek conference. I was like, I think I want to do this. And then
Wait, a what conference?
A Seek conference.
What is a Seek conference?
Oh, well, Seek is one of the largest Catholic conferences in the United States.
Seek is not an acronym.
No, it's not. No,
it's just a word.
No, it's not.
Seek.
Seeking for truth. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
knocking or seeking.
Largest conference of Catholic students in the nation or the world? Ooh. Obviously not World Youth Day.
It might. I mean, it's definitely in the United States. In the world,
let's just say probably. This is America.
Sure, God bless America. Yeah. I mean, it's big. Very.
So
big.
You went to Seek where?
Chicago, my freshman year.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a young, fresh-scrubbed freshman Zach Glass.
Yes.
Were you a hit with the ladies right away when you came to Nebraska?
Man, I think you'd have to ask them.
Or were you pimply and not so
you'd have to ask them. I think...
Oh, well, we do that.
Well,
we know the answer there.
I mean, I don't want to say that, but probably.
Okay, probably.
Yeah.
If you needed something to do on a Friday night, you could do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've never really struggled in that category.
Did you hit on any girls at Seek?
Not my freshman year, but not my freshman year.
The other 4 years, but no, sorry.
Yes, not my freshman year. My junior, yes.
It's a good place to raise up the girls, they say. But no, it's not. It's actually a very important conference. There's important speakers. So again, thank you for going down. But how did our Lord touch you at Seek when you were not trying to ask girls out?
I mean, for me, my freshman year, I think I just heard a lot of talks. I think God was revealed to me in a new way. I think I was kind of growing in my understanding of who he was as a person, and Seek did a great job of unpacking that for me.
Because you're raised in the faith kind of, or a lot, or like how are you raised?
Nominally Catholic. I mean, I would say Diocese of Lincoln has, I think, pretty good schools. So I would say I knew my catechesis pretty well. But as far as the personal relationship aspect, I think I never really had that growing up.
So you know the doctrine of the faith, you have a basic moral character.
Good conscience, like very formed well in that aspect. I knew when I did wrong. There wasn't any question to that. But yeah, as far as the character development, transformation that comes, I think, with relationship with Christ, I don't think I experienced that until college. Yeah.
There's that privileged place at the university where the faith becomes your own. I like to use the word transformative, right? Not just a knowledge base in my mind, but transformed my life. So can you talk a little bit about more or less from your freshman year moving forward? And again, yes, the question was how do you get into Focus, but how did you make that journey?
Well, my freshman year, honestly, the story for me was making a lot of bad decisions and then feeling really guilty.
A lot of the standard bad decisions. I drink, I have ladies,
party
that kind
culture,
of thing.
all that kind of stuff. I mean,
so you're not an original sinner, you're a standard sinner.
Not an original sinner at all. Yeah.
Me too.
Very basic. Yeah. I got really into that in high school for various different reasons. When I got to college, I just was tired of that lifestyle. Got invited on a retreat from the missionary that was close to me. One of that retreat had a crazy encounter with the Eucharist. And from there, I just kind of just snot and tears, everything like that. And I just went all in. It was just... So
did you break with that culture pretty clean right away, or it was the struggle?
I think it was a pretty clean break. I mean, I think
It's always the struggle. Don't get me wrong. It's
I
always
think
the
drinking
struggle,
took a little bit for me to kind of like get rid of that. But as far as like, I was willing to say pretty hard yeses. I mean, my friend group completely changed. I mean, I did like Exodus 90 like 3 months later. I
very excited about it coming to you soon, boys. Exodus 90.
Yeah, I wanted to go really deep into all that. So it didn't really take much. I remember just like saying yes to every single retreat. Before I know, I was like going to holy hours and mass. Not really because anyone invited me. I just felt a draw towards it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, kind of. I think it was a very unique grace.
Do you think it's grace? I mean, it is grace. Like, is that also your personality? You get into something, you self-start, you do? Or no, this is totally different. It was just sure. I mean, I'm not denying grace. I'm just saying, is that part of your personality as well? Yeah,
I think I'm a pretty all or nothing guy. I think once I'm pretty convicted, I'm all in. There's not much. Well, there's some duplicity in me, but I like to think there's not much. Like when I'm set on something, I'm kind of a fifth gear kind of guy. I don't really know another.
Like if you want to pop a Zen, you're popping a Zen. That's what's happening. Yes. And if you're going to holy hour, you're going to holy hour. That's what's going on. They're not the same.
No, not even
I'm
close.
saying I think it's one of the beautiful things about our Lord, who doesn't delete our personality but enhances it. And so that grace with it.
No, for sure. Yeah. So it was all or nothing. Like I remember like that following summer, the summer following my freshman year, I said yes to being like a totus tuus teacher, not really knowing much of anything. And then also I said yes to being a campus minister.
Totus tuus, just briefly for the people?
Well, totus tuus.
The motto of St. John Paul II, totally yours, right. Mary.
Exactly. But essentially what it looks like in diocese is it is a catechetical, I guess you could say like Bible camp where you hire students, they go from one parish to the next and teach catechesis for a week, kind of like a little... Yeah, there's usually like some sort of set topic you're going to teach every summer. My summer was like the Trinity, the luminous mysteries. Yeah, trying to like unpack the Trinity for like first and second graders.
Right on.
Good luck.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right, so you do that.
Yes, you do that. And then they actually people invited me to become a campus minister my sophomore year at a local parish. So I ran high school ministry and...
Oh, you did it?
Yeah, I ran it all. High school ministry, middle school ministry, very so unqualified. Like not even, I was terrible at it, honestly. But I mean, maybe you don't have to be that good to be walking with like 8th graders and things like that. Wow. But it paid, honestly, it paid really well. They were a really wealthy parish. So I kind of, that was
so
kind
of afford you.
Yeah. So it was great. But I just kept going all in. I don't know.
But that gave you like a positive experience of church ministry and working close to...
I mean, I don't know why. I just couldn't quite ever put it down. It always gave me a lot of life to do ministry in the church. I think I learned a lot. I think I learned how much I didn't know. And then that helped me learn quite a bit. With toast tuus and that kind of stuff. And then I think that kind of like was a springboard into doing small groups, Bible studies on campus, things like that, walking with guys in discipleship. So you
come back in your junior year and start doing that?
Yeah. I mean, I started my sophomore year kind of, but I was so busy with all the work and stuff that I think I really picked up my junior year. And then I got really into it, and I was kind of seen as one of the main leaders of the Newman Center, Nebraska.
Right. Talk about your Newman Center, Nebraska. As you know, St. Paul's here at Madison. We think we're doing all right. Yeah. We're happy with ourselves a little bit.
Yeah.
Nebraska, also a vaunted, legendary kind of place. Talk about what your experience was like there.
I think about it often. I think Nebraska just there's definitely a culture there, a culture of divine intimacy, a Eucharistic culture. They just have so many different ways in which you can encounter Christ. I'm thinking, like for me, it was like I took classes with Focus missionaries. Holy hour every single day. The homilies were great. There was mission trips constantly going on. Seek was always available. Multiple retreats. But I would say overall, I think it was a culture that like really healed me in a lot of ways. I felt very fathered there, and I just felt like there was constantly food, like just constant spiritual food to keep growing. Like there was just never a drought of learning. Like there was new speakers coming in. it'd be like Jason Everett's in town this week, and then Bethany Madonna another week, and there was always just things going on. So I think it was just a culture that just formed you. Like I was even thinking about this. I think I don't think I had the best disciplers my freshman and sophomore year, or the best, but I was just formed by the culture. I think the culture just formed me like crazy. So absolutely, I think they do a lot of things really well.
So you have a very impactful experience there. Do you become a Focus missionary right after graduation?
No. Because I think I totally would have done it, but I was dating a girl at the time, And
not
just
so fired up about the dating fast, or what was that?
No,
or
I
like
would
this is going someplace. I gotta make some money.
Yeah, I would have totally done it. I think given the situation that I was in and where we're at discernment, she was in the military, so she couldn't control where she went, and I couldn't control where I went. We'd already been doing long distance for a year and a half, so it was like, well, I think it'd probably be best for me to move closer to her, and if something ends up working out, I can always come back to Focus, was kind of the thought. I also kind of liked the challenge of living mission in the real world. I feel like it was more radical to say no to Focus at the time than it was to say yes at Nebraska, honestly, because everyone was doing it.
They don't put that in the brochures, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So that's just kind of what it felt like. So I said no to Focus, moved out to Virginia by myself, and then just kind of began doing mission out there.
And just to be clear, you're born and raised in Nebraska.
Yeah, born and raised.
You've never lived outside of Nebraska.
Never thought I would ever leave Nebraska. My plan was settle down in Nebraska, find a wife at 22, and call it a day. Like that was kind of my. So for me to move halfway across the country, my whole entire family was like, "What are you doing?
Right,
you're crazy." And then to do it 2 more times after that, they were like, "He really, he's really kind of a weird guy."
So you go to Virginia. You don't marry the girl, obviously.
No, still single.
And then what? You come back into Focus.
Yeah, so the story...
The return of Zach Glass.
The return of Zach Glass. So really the way that it went was I got out there, things got hard. Me and her had broken up.
And then just Virginia be like, well, what the heck am I doing here?
Yeah, well, the prayer for me really was like, Lord, I believe that you brought me out here, so what do you want me to do? And the first thing that came to mind was just, okay, live mission. So I started meeting every guy at the parish that I could, started a small group, was very faithful to that, was just kind of like constantly had that mission. I can't really turn mission off. It's just kind of always on. And as I started getting my name out there in the community, I started getting invites to a lot of different things, to like speaker retreats and things like that. So much so that I even decided to plan a seek for the parish. I got kind of a team together, and we had like planned a seek there and had 50 people show up. But when I was doing that, I got a call from Focus in October, and the recruitment team was like, Zach, you should really reconsider like applying, coming back to Focus. It was really hard for me to get away from them. They like they're really good at what they do. Well, mainly just like they're really good at they just keep asking you.
They keep
and I just told him, I was like, hey, it's October and that's not till May, and so I need to be present here. So I said no. And then when I got ready to plan the Seek event in January, I called some old Focus connections, and they were just like, Zach, it really sounds like you should probably like reconsider. It sounds like mission's getting in the way of, like your work's getting in the way of what you really want to do. And I was like, that's kind of fair. I do kind of want full-time mission a little bit. So I discerned it. I think I had a grace for like about a month and a half where I would wake up at 5:30, drive a half an hour, pray for an hour from the Blessed Sacrament to discern it, and then drive a half an hour back for work. And it just became really clear. And that's where the Lord wanted me to go. So again, hard move. My family was like, Zach, come on again. Like we just moved you all the way out there, and we have to do this again now.
Yeah.
That was kind of hard for me too, I think, but I don't know. God's will at the end of the day.
That's what God wanted.
Yeah.
So you go back into Focus, you get trained up and get sent to
University of Illinois.
Another like historic Catholic apostolate campus, the University of Illinois.
Yeah.
Like Nebraska, terrible football teams. Haha. That was just a joke. We're not doing so.
I mean, recently, yes. Yeah. Terrible.
Anyways, sorry about, well, not really, but you get it. All right. No, so you go to Illinois, which again is, well, I mean, I remember when I was first at St. Paul's, the summer trainings for Focus were at St. John's. For
a while,
for a couple of years. So.
Yeah, I mean...
So what was that experience like?
I mean, I don't really think I knew how big it was until I got there, but I mean, coming in there... I think the program for Focus, I don't know if Focus was quite liked, honestly. So that was kind of...
Maybe we'll just say that the history was not always so awesome between Focus and
I mean, it was kind of up and down. So I think when I came in... Like a lot of the students were still, and even staff were just, do we like Focus? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but so I think a lot of what I experienced there was just kind of slowly kind of building up the Focus culture, like slowly building up just small groups, discipleship, things like that. Kind of getting reaching new parts of campus, things like that. But I mean, the staff was awesome there. Very robust operation.
Yeah, it's huge.
Dorm connected to it, so 600 students or so that are involved. So whole dining hall and everything. All the staff was really great. We had 3 chaplains there. And what else? I mean, the church is beautiful.
It's a beautiful, beautiful
They just renovated
church.
it too when I was there, so they added a little bit more color to it and stuff. So
Awesome.
gorgeous. Champaign-Urbana is not much to it. There's not much to it.
Not much there.
Middle of nowhere.
It is in the middle of nowhere.
But I mean, pretty comparable to here as far as like students that are, about 50,000 students.
Oh yeah, very much.
Very like similar. Yeah.
Land grant megaversity.
Yep. No. Yeah. Yep.
Sports go sports and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So in that sense, I would say it was very similar, but I think they were still kind of building the culture of discipleship and things like that.
Sure.
I would say. So yeah.
How long are you there?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
You get a phone call. From
I get
Ashlyn Dunn.
I do. Yeah.
Shout out Ashlyn. We love her. And she says,
Yeah, I mean, they'd kind of been talking about some different placements, but it seemed like UW was kind of the one that they really wanted to send me to. And so she called me and we had an initial conversation of, well, she thought I'd be a good fit. I remember I just asked her questions like, what do you think St. Paul's needs most right now? What are we kind of what are the problems that right now we're working on or trying to grow in and things like that? And so, yeah, but I mean, obviously very excited to come to UW Madison. It's kind of one of those, I think it was one of the schools. Man, yeah, it was definitely one of the schools that I
this ought to be good.
Huh?
This ought to be good.
I mean, I think coming into Focus, it was always like, wow, UW Madison would be fun. Because you hear things, you hear
Yeah.
St. Paul's is big, like Big Newman Center. To me, it was always like the Nebraska of the North, if you will. Like it was,
okay. Oh.
It was like in that.
I don't know how we feel about that, but
it was in
okay.
that category. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, very excited. I think I was excited for the opportunity to get to be in a role where I knew that there was going to be a lot of souls that I could potentially influence and impact. And that was very exciting to me. So,
Yeah. And you arrived to a derelict rectory that the bathrooms were ripped apart.
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you got drug out to a farm,
Yeah.
which you loved.
Which I actually love that. I think that was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And then
great
get brought back into the heathen city. Mm-hmm. So what is your experience of the city of Madison?
Oh, the city of Madison.
Which again thinks very well of
It's
itself.
like, yeah, no, for sure. I think I hate it and I love it at the same time.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah. I mean, I think I love the lakes.
People love the lakes.
I do love the lakes. I think I love how much there's so many restaurants, bars, like
it's a
places
place.
to go get a drink. A lot
Bars. It is Wisconsin. We are strong in bars.
Yeah. And I mean, good sports like, Wisconsin, Bucky, Badger, like
People
all
love
that's
Bucky.
all that's very exciting. But I hate in the sense that it is a city. I mean, sleeping at night, it's really loud or things like that. But
We live in a lively part of the neighborhood.
we do. I mean, I don't think.
There was my favorite thing last night.
Yeah.
Drunken exclamations of love from gentleman to lady, full of expletives. It was awesome. Ladies, you are lucky. There are such men out there.
Yeah.
This is a regular occurrence, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So I'd say that's maybe the aspect that I don't absolutely love.
That's not your favorite?
No,
I
not my
I journal
favorite.
entry these
No, I
things
mean, like-
this guy was awesome. He strung like 5 F-bombs together while also declaring endless love. It was awesome.
Yeah. Like waking up at 3 a.m. to someone getting, arrested in your parking lot.
That also happens. The police sirens are not so great.
Or like coming home to like some homeless man rummaging through the backyard.
Yeah, on
it's like,
occasion.
okay. But everything else, I think I really do enjoy. I do enjoy how it's lively. Sometimes.
There's never a dull moment.
No.
I say, if you're bored around here, it's your own fault.
No, it's so true. Yeah. And I think like the areas a little bit outside, like both, when you get out of the isthmus, there's a lot of things to do.
Right.
too.
It doesn't take much to get. Like having visited Lincoln's campus, right? Yet, like the campus there doesn't feel as urban as it does.
No.
And this is not a huge city.
Yeah.
But it does have that sort of urban.
Yeah.
Like where we live,
Yeah.
it's the biggest patch of grass backyard in
Oh yeah.
20 blocks.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
So
for
and
sure.
that's when you look at it, it's like, oh, that's not good.
No, yeah, it's true.
So you're here and you inherit a new team as a team director because before you were happy-go-lucky missionary.
Yeah, super nice. Just to do whatever you want.
Right. I tell you, being in charge is not awesome.
Yeah, not always. No.
But you also get to have oversight of this apostolate. So
Yeah.
what are some things you're looking forward to here as the semester progresses on? Because as we're recording, we're about 2/3 way through the semester.
Yeah.
We ourselves are taking a group to Seek.
Yeah.
A little over 200 people signed up. So,
Yeah.
Nigel, but what kind of things are you looking forward to?
Oh man, I think I think what really excites me is just the continual conversation of like, how can we keep engaging more people? How can we keep, through small groups especially, like how can we bring more people in? How can we bring them more into the family of St. Paul's? How can we bring them the real gospel message? So I think a lot of my like thought and where my mind goes in prayer, especially when we're talking with the team, is like, how can we keep doing that? How can we keep, like kind of pushing that number forward as far as those that were kind of engaging in things like that. Because I think there's something beautiful about St. Paul's that it really does, just by the mere fact of being around and in proximity to the community, it just forms you. It does. It has, there's kind of you kind of hop on the train, and then as you're on it, it kind of just has
there's
taking you places,
cultural power to all these kinds of things.
Yeah. So I think that's a big focus, then there's just like little things of just kind of always trying to refine the culture of discipleship, making sure that, we really are staying centered on things and trying to get everyone on the same page, rowing the boat, which I think is largely there's been, I think we're like 80% of the way there. I think it's normal things every campus experiences, trying to get everyone on the same page and things like that. I think I'm excited about Seek too. I mean, I'm excited at the impact that 200 people or so could have.
It could be great fun. Absolutely.
I just dream about like how that could, if people have encounters with the Eucharist, they have encounters in Christ there, like just overall like have a impactful experience, how that could really impact here in Madison.
Yeah, absolutely.
What impact that could have here. So I think that's one of the reasons why we made a big push for it and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. It's been one of the best things we've had in a while. So
yeah.
Then also the men's apostolate. Now there is let's call it robust men's apostolate.
Yes.
Here at St. Paul's, some energetic fellows.
Very much so.
Some odd fellows.
Yeah.
And we love them all. So tell us a little bit about that, because you're pro the Broheim apostolate, right? Sure. You're pro men's being friends with other men and having a great time and rocking and rolling and right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome. We have so many guys who are just like bought in. They want to be here, and they're really bought in, especially to mission.
Yes,
which is super exciting. They're just like bought into kind of the fight for souls and stuff. And I think, I don't know. I think largely good communities, society, it's all based on the men who are leading. And so I think I'm totally pro all things bro when it comes to St. Paul.
Wait, how long did you think of that? Is that a vision too? Is that on a sticker somewhere?
No.
I am pro all things bro.
Yeah. That just came off the dome. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you
coined it. It's all you.
Yeah, I mean, it's all.
You heard it here first on Vox Poi. Yeah. Pro all things bro. That will not be helpful.
But no, I mean, I just think like anything that I think there's already a lot of great things that are going on, but any ways that we can keep cultivating brotherhood, and I think especially brotherhood that's focused towards mission and focused towards just sainthood, like going all in, divine craziness, all things like that.
Divine craziness. We have holy shamelessness and holy boldness. Right. Where does divine craziness fit? I'm interested in this now.
I mean, I think we want guys who understand the purpose of life, who understand the need for men to go out there and fight for other people who are quite literally lost, to fight for their brothers, I think, in particular, who are lost. I think all while holding in the forefront of their mind how the reason why we're in the situation that we're in, our culture, is because of a lack of men. I think a lack of masculinity and guys stepping up. And I watch all these like World War II documentaries and like videos, and I'm like, these are like, we need this. We need to bring this back. And I'm saying that almost to myself of like, I'm kind of, soft at times too, but we need that back in the culture.
So it's really like, it's the Jose Maria quote, we want a crusade of gentlemanliness and purity, which is the harder fight, I would say, than picking up a gun on, Normandy or whatever. No, I'm not trying to, but I'm just saying.
Sure. Yeah.
There's that kind of thing.
No, definitely. I mean, it's a lot of work. Yeah, I think it's a lot of, to really to let yourself be transformed in Christ, it takes a lot of, it takes everything. It takes everything that you have to allow that to take place in you.
And guys really rise to that call.
They do.
At all levels. Now, here's a harder question.
For sure.
Where do our sweet sisters fit into all this?
Where do they fit into all of it?
You better have something to say.
I mean, do you mean into like, where do they fit into the what I'm doing?
Right, okay, the male call to be leaders, right?
Yeah.
Now, all be celibates. You'll live a happier life. It'll be awesome. But they're not going to relax. All right, relax. Because they're not going to do that, obviously. You have to have a supernatural call to that. So we're not like bros forever. Like we are like bros forever, but like I guess what I'm really trying to say is, where does vocation fit into all of?
Where does vocation fit in?
That's right. People think I just want to match people together to form the most like spiritual, dynamic, intellectually powerful, economically fruitful pairings, which is true.
Sure.
But mostly I want people to discover their vocation.
Yeah.
And I think you want that too, I perceive.
Most definitely want people to find their vocation. Okay, where do the females fit into this? Particularly for the men, is that what you're talking about?
In the male apostolate, they're not part of the male apostolate.
No, they're not. Well, they should play a big role.
Oh,
that's okay.
I think this is good.
I think that if you leave men to themselves, it's just not good. I think we need women.
It is manifestly not good.
We need women to like. I think women just kind of like they civilize us a little bit. They kind of like they do help form us in a certain sense. And so I think maybe for all the guys out there, they're listening.
Called arms.
Right. I think we need to. I think we need to try to live in friendship with the women at St. Paul's more. And I think also just like
maybe talk to a girl at morning coffee. Maybe I don't know. A girl can get better at this too. I have a beef there, but I'm sorry.
We need to not be so afraid of them. We need to figure out how to be.
They are terrifying, aren't they?
Yeah. They can be because they're so. They're so delightful. They're so
delightful.
Very beautiful. It's scary. I think
they're smart as hell.
Super smart.
They're way more driven.
They're just we have a lot of work to do as men to put ourselves together more than the women.
But this guy's like, oh, Father, she's so pretty. Yeah, she's also twice as smart as you and works twice as hard. That's what's really got you freaked out, boss.
Yeah, but I think we need to try to. We need to look at them as sisters too, and really kind of like take care of them in that way.
That's why I tried to say that. Yeah, again, I know Swiss is a little paternalistic or whatever, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how sweet they all are.
I think men need to know the heart of women. I think we need to learn to know the heart of women.
Oh, okay. I'm not denying that, but okay.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think we learn a lot about ourselves. I think we become the best men that we can in knowing the hearts of women. But I think also just women, they need that. They need men who are not ignorant to. I guess just them, to what they want, what they need.
They need men who are not ignorant to that.
Yes.
Are you down with this, Kennedy?
Right? I don't know.
Guys, don't be ignorant of the ladies.
Yes. I think we just lack awareness of what they need and what they desire. And there's a disconnect there. And I think it's actually harmful for men. I think if we were connected more to what they actually need, I think it would actually be better for I think we would just be more effective, mature men in everything that we did. I think, I don't know.
I guess here's maybe a more practical question. Well, a little bit more practical. This is mostly an endeavor that the men need to get down with, or it's frankly teamwork. We got to both get a little bit better on this.
I think it's probably more of a
not me, I'm fine, but everyone else.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's definitely teamwork, right? I think, I don't know what it is in the air. There's a fear on both sides maybe that maybe we could both kind of lean into a little bit. I think there's a great question of how can we keep cultivating male and female community?
There we go.
How can we cultivate that in a way that it's not
this is normal,
just normal,
healthy.
Comfortable, casual. It doesn't have to always
brotherly
be
and sisterly, and then you want to pair off. You figure it out
how can we become friends with each other? And then I think that just makes it easier for discernment when you are thinking about vocation.
Yes.
I like her. She's really fun to talk to. We have good conversations. Maybe I'll take her on a date. Maybe you will.
Maybe I'll take her on a date. Maybe I'll marry her, right? Hey, you like I like coffee. I actually don't, but I like being around you. And
yeah. So I think more of that would definitely be better.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Zach Glass, thanks for being with us on Vox Poi. Any closing word for the people?
Oh, man. Not in particular. I guess just I'm pro bro. Maybe we'll end with that one.
Pro bro now and forever.
Tagline.
Right. Zach Glass, thank you very much. Everyone, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.